I'm a beast.
Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind. Step up in the building, swagger on point, right? Put your seatbelt on, cause it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long fight, but then again, maybe not, cause I stepped in my zone when I put it to the I'm about to get it in. Yeah, I got it on my mind. Let's end this thing in regulation. I ain't thinking overtime, cause I didn't work overtime, and I ain't trying to overgrind. I transform the beast mode just like
Optimus Prime.
I can't hit the ball hard. I love this game, it's all I got. That's why I'm going all out and give it everything I got. Yeah, I give it all I got. As if it was my only shot. I play the game to win to the end until I pass out with you.
Sports give kids so much more than wins and losses. They build confidence, teamwork, leadership, resilience, lessons that prepare them for success in school, in careers, and in life. None of that matters if kids aren't safe. A concussion, an injury, or unsafe conditions can end a child's sports journey too soon. Safe Sports Network is there, on the sidelines, in schools, and in our community, preventing injuries, responding to emergencies, and guiding kids safely back to the games they love. With every donation, you're not just funding a program, you're protecting kids' futures. You're investing in safer fields, gyms, and rinks. Please join us. Support Safe Sports Network, because every child deserves to play safe.
It's Tebow. He's running all the way back to the left to the 5-yard line. Stretches it out. That's Anthony D. He gets out to the 25. He breaks another tackle to the 30, the 35, the 40, 50, the 45, the 40, 30, 25. There's nobody near him.
No flags.
What a play.
Anthony D goes the distance. D stands for distance. Come the Clippers. On the low block, kick out, downtown, Yahtzee! By Landry, 0-0, 0-on-0. Caruso from downtown, knocks down a triple. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Stello Stadium, Mata Field, here in the gate city of Nashua, New Hampshire. This is the one we've all been waiting for. The undefeated Derry Wolverines and the undefeated Nashua Cougars set to do battle here. You are watching live on the highlight guy. Jason Roby calling all the action for you here today. Steve Cody is the man on the moving pictures. The coin toss is in the books. The Wolverines will receive the opening kickoff going left to right on your live stream screen. The Cougars going right to left. The Cougars are in their black uniforms with Columbia numbers. The Wolverines sporting the Delaware uniform or the Michigan Wolverine uniform. However, the Delaware uniform more emblematic of the Delaware Wing T, which is the system of offense that this Wolverine team will operate out of. Both of these teams will feed their respective high schools. The powerhouse that is the Pinkerton Academy Astros will take these Derry Wolverines at one point in their careers. Meanwhile, this Nashua Cougar team will feed the Nashua North Titans. This is a Cougar team that won the title last year here in the Northeast Junior High Football League. Their only loss of the year, yeah, that's right, to this Derry Wolverine team. So I'm sure they've had this game circled on their schedule for quite some time. As we mentioned, both of these teams come in here today undefeated. Something has to give. 10 minutes on the clock. Ball is teed up, and we are ready to go. Number 35, Xavier Maldonado, puts his right foot into the ball, and it is caught there at the 25-yard line by number 42. And the tone gets set early, as number 42 was Bruce Scott. He returned that one. They'll set up shop 1st and 10, looking at their own 30, we'll call it 32-yard line. Wolverines will come out of their huddle. We'll see what they employ offensively. And it is that vaunted wing T attack. Tight end wing to the top of the screen. Split in at the bottom. Two backs in the backfield. Follow the offensive line. Here comes a little ISO and swallowed up in the backfield immediately by about 2/3 of the defense is number 20, Damian Nasser. And the Cougars just said, Damian, no, sir, as they moved him back off the line to gain by about 3 yards. 2nd and 13. We'll see if they try to get him to jump off sides by changing their snap count. Slot to the top of the screen, tight end bottom of the screen. Here we go, a quick jet sweep into the boundary and thrown to the ground. Got away from it there initially. Number 17 with a tough run there was Wyatt Hull. Tried to do a fireman carry over the shoulder, tackle him at the original line of scrimmage. He kept his feet and was able to pick up a couple of yards, picked up 5. That's going to set up a 3rd down and 8. Number 15 is Philip Lapierre. He is the quarterback, takes a look at the wristband and makes the call in the huddle. They'll break that huddle. 4-man front employed by the Cougars. It'll be a tight end wing to the top of the screen and a slot to the bottom. 2 backs in the backfield. Waggle coming out to the left side. Quick throw on the drag. He hits the ground. The play is dead. Damian Nasser. Got to be careful there. The waggle play is a run play first, and then you throw it. If you get outflanked, it could be trouble for the Cougars. That's going to set up a 4th down. We're going to call it 6. So the Wolverines are missing some personnel out on the field, and it is probably their long snapper. That is the case. They'll go with a double tight end, double wing, 1 personal protector. Punter is 10 yards off the ball. Good snap, kick away, and it hit the back of his player. He backed up, and as you're the personal protector, you should never back up. You should only attack forward. It's going to be a blocked punt in the books, and it'll go in for a 1st and 10 for the Cougars. They will set up shop 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. We've watched this Cougar team a couple of times. They played a Wyndham team that did not come out for the second half. Too many injuries, and there's a lot of firepower here with this Cougar team. Maldonado barking signals. He'll keep the ball. 1st down, fires up the side, bounces off a couple of players, keeps his feet, loses the football, gets it back, keeps his feet churning. We do have a flag down, usually in the area of holding. We'll check it. Well, look at the white hat. He's getting the discussion right now. We don't know what that call was. We can only speculate at this point. We'll try to save our breath so that we don't waste too many words. So, looks like he's having a conversation with the far side official to give an explanation. And that could mean it's going against Derry. Yeah, it is a face mask against the Wolverines. It's only a 5-yard variety, I think, because he did not call the personal foul ahead of it. And it is a 5-yard penalty. It's going to be good for another Nashua Cougar 1st down. So tough running there by Maldonado. You can see both of these teams chomping at the bit to get a piece of one another. Colton Richard tries the interior of that line. Big push forward, and it's going to be 4 Derry Wolverines stacking him up. Colton Richard will pick up 2 tough yards. 2nd down and 8 for the Cougars. They'll set up shop at about the we'll call it the 12-yard line. 2nd and 8. Motion across. And I don't know what the call is going to be. We'll have to check it. Probably going to be a false start or illegal motion against the Cougars. So that'll back them up 5. We'll repeat the down. It'll be 2nd down. We'll call it 13. It was a beautiful day here today at Stello Stadium. Sun was shining in the low 60s. Great day. Sun has just about set. Lights are on. And we're going to get another penalty, and that was going to be a quarterback counter play that was probably going to go into the end zone. But unfortunately for the Cougars, they'll be penalized again, and now it's going to be 2nd down and 18. So you can't shoot yourselves in the foot when you're playing against good teams, and they're playing emotional right now. You can play with emotion, but don't play emotional. There's a difference. They run the same play without the motion, and they tackle him low. That was number 5, Chase Coleman. It went low on Maldonado. Maldonado will get back to just about the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10 forthcoming. 4-down territory, need to get 10 total yards. Trips to the top of your screen, one receiver to the right. Maldonado rolls to his right, fires into the end zone. He has a man too deep. Was intended for number 0, Kevin Roig. I thought maybe Maldonado would keep it and try to run it in himself. So a huge 4th down play coming up here for the Cougars. This would be a monumental stop for the Derry Wolverines if they can get a turnover on downs. Play comes in from the sideline. Maldonado, 2-step drop, has to take it, run with it. Breaks one tackle, breaks a second, still on his feet, hurdles a couple of players, and gets down to 1st down area. And let's see if he has enough. I don't know if he does. I think they're going to turn the ball over on downs. So a great run there by Maldonado, but just playing behind the sticks, too much for the Cougars to overcome in that first possession. However, field position becomes an issue now as the Wolverines find themselves with their backs up against their own goal line. Official timeout here on the field, and it looks like we're going to get a stoppage in play, a timeout being called. And that'll give us an opportunity to talk about some of our sponsors. Stay up to date with all the Highlight Guys' upcoming live streams. Subscribe to THG Sports Network and our YouTube channel today, and never miss out on the games you want to see. Just go to thehighlightguy.com, choose the live stream page, and click the buy button. For YouTube, search The Highlight Guy and hit subscribe. We thank you in advance. And we'd like to thank our newest sponsor and welcome them to the team, Luke's Bar and Grill. They were founded in 2019, and they've quickly grown thanks to loyal guests and an incredible staff. Make sure you go visit them at 142 Lowell Road in Hudson, New Hampshire, or online at lukesbarandgrill.com. All right, Jason Roby calling all the action for you. Steve Cody, the man on the moving pictures. I want to thank you for watching us here on The Highlight Guy. 5:44 to go here in the first frame, and it is Nashua and Derry, 2 undefeated teams. Someone is leaving tonight with the first blemish on their record on the new Stellos turf. A beautiful night for football. It's been a great weekend for football. All right, there is a slot motion. A little power play into the back of the end zone there. It's not quite a safety. Big number 77, Silas Ray Coleman. Forward progress, they'll say, was stopped at the 2, but introducing himself to the backfield of the Wolverines. Second down for the Wolverines. They are now definitely inside, tight of their own territory, trying to get the Cougars to jump off sides. They'll have none of it. Now they run the play. Fullback trap hits up there pretty quick. Nice fill quickly by 21 and 35. It was number 20, Nasser, on the carry. And meeting him in the hole, Julian Lopez and Xavier Maldonado. That was a quick hitter belly play right up the gut, gave the Wolverines some breathing room. That's going to give them a 3rd down. We're going to call it 7. Look to see if they run some waggle here. Wing will be to the bottom of the screen, slot or twins to the top of the screen, one back behind the quarterback. Here comes the counter, and he has the edge. Can he get there? The answer is no. He's going to get thrown out of bounds by number 2. That was Dante Sisse with help from Maldonado coming over the top. So they got a decent gain on the play, but that loss on 1st down really kind of hamstrung them. It's going to be 4th down and 4. Wolverines will line up to punt. Double tight end, double wing, personal protector. The first one went off of somebody's back. I think it was the personal protector. We'll see how this one goes. Left-footed kick is a rainmaker, and it's going to go out of bounds And that might be about a 7 or 8 yard punt. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars. As I said earlier, field position going to be a factor here in this one. 1st and 10 for the Cougars from the 20-yard line. They can get 1 first down here on this possession. Twins to the top and bottom, motion into the backfield, hand it off here, and this is going to be Roy going to speed sweep around the left side, and he'll get clipped up and tripped up. He'll pick up 5 yards on the play. We'll see. They might even give him 7, so 2nd down and 3. The up back here is Colton Richard in the sniffer position. Maldonado trying to get the play from the sideline. Twins to the top and bottom. Richard is the back in the backfield. Here comes a speed sweep. Maldonado's going to fake it. They run a quarterback wrap play around to the left side. It was a double pull, and Maldonado with a head of steam gets down inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line. It'll be a 1st and goal for the Cougars. They'll call it the 7-yard line now. But a 1st down nevertheless. 4 down territory for the Cougars. And now you're going to get a little bit of a bunch look here, almost a power eye, and it's going to be Colton Richard fighting through the initial tackles. A tough 2 yards there as he gets down to the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal from the 5. 2:42 in the opening quarter. Stello Stadium, the lights are on. Beautiful night for football. 2 really good teams going at it. Same formation, other side. Here comes the reverse. And at the point of attack, he is in to the end zone. Dante Sase. They ran that same look where they were faking the power run off the right tackle. Sase came from the backside and had a little reverse action, powers his way into the end zone. 2:21 to go. It is 6-0 Cougars. They'll go for the 2-point conversion here. Many times this has been a play from Maldonado. We'll see if they call his number. And it is Maldonado. Great push up front. And Maldonado finishes the deal. It is 8-0 Cougars. And there are some white shirts on their back in the end zone. Good push from the interior lineman of the Cougars. 2:21 to go in the first quarter. 8-0 Nashua. I want to thank you all for being here with us. And if you're just joining us, this is our 6th game of the day, and it's been a fun day, a beautiful day here in Nashua. And the culmination of 2 real good teams going at it here in the Gate City. Maldonado tees the ball up at the 40. A 5-3-2-1 employed by the Wolverines. Kick taken at about the 18-yard line and thrown down to the turf violently there was number 7, Brody Bell. And a good tackle by the Cougars. I will say one of the things that I enjoyed before the game started was read over the press box. Remember who the game is about and who it is for. It's not about the negativity and the stuff coming from the stands. So please, always make sure you're on your best behavior, because eyes and ears are always watching and always listening. All right, wing to the bottom of the screen. Twins to the top of the screen. Motion into the backfield. Here comes the counter play. And good second effort. Ball's on the turf, but forward progress was already stopped. And getting up, kind of limping back to the huddle there is number 20, Nasser. Hope he's okay. He'll head out and get a break. Damian Nasser. Second down and 9. They'll call it a gain of about a yard. Wing is to the bottom of the screen. Again, slot to the top of the screen, shotgun. Pass play, looking, firing, complete. Nice pass to number 16 was Tyler Small. Coverage provided by Sisse on that play. And you got a guard against the slant. That's going to set up a huge 3rd down and 1. Although at this stage of the game, I would not be surprised if they didn't get it, if they did go for it. Wing, top of the screen, split end, bottom of the screen, a little tight end trade. I like it. And they were coming with an all-out safety blitz. And I'll tell you what happens when you blitz. If you blitz and you miss, you're destined to get to the second level. Good play call by the Wolverines. That was number 32, Nathan Filardo, who willed his way past the sticks. 1st and 10 for the Derry Wolverines. They'll set up shop at their own 42. Tight end wing slot to the top. One back behind the quarterback, motion into the boundary. They'll run a little belly play, and that one is snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage. Look like number 77, big Silas Ray Coleman, and I'm sure he's wondering, hey, where are my teammates at to help me up off the turf? A 1-yard loss should be celebrated and then get back ready to do it again. We got a timeout on the field. And it is an 8-0 advantage for the Cougars. And that timeout brought to you by the end of the first quarter. So we will head into the second quarter, 8-0 Cougars. And that'll give us a chance to talk to you about, hey, do you want to play sports in college? Well, if the answer is yes, let the highlight guy help you get noticed and recruited. We create highlight videos, film sporting events, and we live stream, all with the goal of helping athletes get noticed by college coaches. With the Highlight Guy, you are the star, so let us help you. Go to thehighlightguy.com or email steve@thehighlightguy.com to get started. And oh, by the way, if you have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button so that you can be aware of whenever we schedule a live stream. All right, they'll flip sides of the field. The Wolverines have something going here on a nice pass and good tough running up the middle. Lost a yard on that first down play, so it'll be second, we'll call it 11 from their own 41-yard line. And it appears that they are going unbalanced line. We'll see if the Cougars recognize this. There's a tackle on this side. They have a tight end flanker. So here's the idea. The tight end to the top of the screen cannot go out for a pass if he is on the line of scrimmage. That's number 25. But I don't know if they can trade based on the eligible numbers, and that might be a topic of discussion. They're talking about it right now. Okay. Not sure what this is about. They have somebody come down. Okay, unbalanced line to the top of the screen. Now they'll trade him over. He has to be set for a second. He is. And a little jet sweep off to the field. Nice play design, good play. Sisse coming up and minimizing that gain from his corner position. We'll call it a pickup of about 4. That was number 42, Bruce Scott, on the carry for the Wolverines. So a big 3rd down and 7 coming up here for Derry. Tight end wing to the top of the screen, slot set to the bottom, one back in the backfield. Wide play, cuts back inside, and he gets hit from behind. That was number 7 on the carry, Brody Bell. Looked like number 6, Josh Enoch, number 44, Colton Richard on the tackle. So a manageable 4th down. We'll call it 4th and on 4 yards. You can hear on the sideline, watch the ball, because if you get a neutral zone infraction here, it'll be an automatic 1st down because it's a 5-yard penalty. Derry only needs 4. The huddle breaks. Wolverines come to the line of scrimmage. High formation, isolation play right up the gut. And I don't know where they're going to spot it back, I think. So it's going to be a turnover on downs. He needed 4 and he got, we're going to call it 3. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars. They came downhill quickly on that isolation play. 1st and 10, ball is, nose is resting just on the line at midfield. Two to the top, 2 to the bottom, pistol formation. Low snap, Maldonado has to keep it himself, makes something out of nothing. Little jump cut there to the 40. There is a flag on the field. We'll see how that one plays out. Nice block being employed there by Colton Carrier. And that flag way back towards the line of scrimmage, usually in the area of holding, and that's exactly what it is. So that'll be a spot foul. That'll back the Cougars up 10 yards. The long run by Maldonado is negated there. And the Cougars once again shoot themselves in the foot here in the early going. So it will be 1st down, and we'll call it 17. Clock will run inside of 7:40. Clock's supposed to run anyway. They haven't started it yet, and now they do. Trips to the bottom of the screen. Maldonado will roll to the right. He'll avoid one tackle. Fire off his back foot, slings it, and it gets caught by Roig, and Kevin Roig is going to go into the end zone for the touchdown. No penalty flags. Score is in the books. He got behind the secondary coverage of the Wolverines, and just like that, it's 14-0. Yep. And apparently there is a flag on the field. So we'll have to check this one. So we didn't get the call there. I was trying to see what the referee was signaling. I just missed it. So it's going to be a 1st down and a boatload here. That's when adversity strikes that you test yourself, see what you're made out of. Probably aren't a lot of plays in the playbook for 1st and infinity, but that's what the Cougars face here. 1st and 32, we'll call it. Penalties and turnovers are the great equalizer in football, no doubt about it. Handoff around the right side. This is number 6, Josh Enoch. So he picked up about 7 on that carry. 2nd down and 25. On any other first down play, that's a good gain. In this situation, not so much. Maldonado back to throw. Takes a shot down the field. Incomplete. It was intended for Sase down the right sideline. And so now the Cougars will face a huge third down. Bouvier Prepare. What do? They provide comprehensive college recruiting consulting services for student athletes and their families. If you're looking for guidance in the process for lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, or playing volleyball, Bouvier Prepare can provide a personalized plan for success. Contact them at bouvierprepare@gmail.com or call 603-465-1102. Maldonado on the jailbreak screen. It went the wrong way, and it's going to get snuffed out. That screen was probably meant to come back in towards the middle of the field, but it was thrown at his backfield shoulder, and Carrier was able to pick up a couple of yards. 4th down and 22. Cougars back to punt. It's a play we have not seen a lot of this year. High snap. Punt is away. Takes a Cougar bounce. It may have hit a Cougar, and if it did, they're going to, first touching. If it's still moving, they should allow the ball to move so that the Wolverines can pick the ball up. But at any rate, it was blown dead. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines from their own 49-yard line. All right, slot to the top of the screen, or twins I'll call it. Wing to the bottom of the screen. Fullback through testing the middle of the line. Pick up a tough couple yards there. And a nice strong run by number 20, Damian Nasser. He'll pick up 3. Believe me when I tell you, both of these teams knew what they were getting into tonight when they showed up here at the field. It was going to be a good old-fashioned rock fight between these two. That's a figure of speech, by the way. There are no rocks out there on the field. Tight end trade. He's got a set for a second. He does. Similar play. They may have found something there with the defense, and I will tell you that anytime you use the huddle sideline, you can use your laptops or your tablets to see what you're getting, and they're signaling stuff down to the field. You can see where the weaknesses are in the defense. Wing right, twins to the left, one back in the backfield, shotgun now. Little play action fake, a little hold there, not called. That ball nearly intercepted, and it would have been off to the races for Sase if he had caught that ball. That's going to set up a 4th down.
Fourth and 5 for the Wolverines.
So the Wolverines will break the huddle. Wing to the right, twins to the left. That's a quick kick. They are going for it. A little wheel route. Good coverage downfield. Ball is almost once again intercepted, this time by number 21, Julian Lopez. And the Wolverines are fortunate just to turn it over on downs there, as 2 consecutive pick sixes were on the docket for the Cougars. But I will say the game is being played out probably exactly the way the Wolverines would like. Penalties, missed opportunities for the Cougars, and the Wolverines are right in this thing. Twins to the top and bottom of the screen. Maldonado in the backfield. Richard flares out to the right. Swing pass to Richard. He's got a little real estate in front of him. Tries to power through one tackle and gets all the way down to the 36-yard line. Nice play call there. Finally brought down by Hutt and Scott. Wyatt Hull and Bruce Scott. So 1st and 10 for the Cougars. They're on the move. Trips to the top of the screen, split in the bottom. Maldonado hands it off this time, and a good read there. And again, they go to Richard, and he powers his way forward. Well, more tough yardage for the Cougars. 9 yards, we'll call it 8. 2nd down and 2.
Second down and 2 for the Cougars.
Usually a time when you take a shot at the end zone knowing you can come back on 3rd down. And really, it's 4-down territory. Instead, they'll just continue to pound Richard up the gut. And that's good, strong running, but I also have to say that is good push by the offensive line of the Cougars. Something tells me the Wolverines have not been pushed back like this all year. And that is a statement. Trips to the bottom, split end to the top. Maldonado takes the snap again, keeps it this time. A little RPO, what a catch. But a better defensive play there. What a nice job by number 7, Brody Bell, as Colton Carrier gets wrestled down by the legs. But I will tell you that that was what we call an RPO, a run-pass option. They fake the dive forward. Then the quarterback has the option to either keep it, run with it, or throw to the receiver. He threw it to the receiver. Good play by the defense. Trips to the top of the screen once again. And again, they hand the ball off. This is number 10 on the carry. And that opened up like the Red Sea. That was Savion Cruz. And he cruised his way on down for a Cougar 1st down. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Cougars.
They can get a 1st down at the 1. And another run up the middle. Good tough run there by Maldonado. He'll be stopped just shy of the 5. We'll call it the 6-yard line. So a 5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5 for the Cougars. Good, strong run defense is being employed here this afternoon. Swing route to the outside. It was dropped. The whistle never blew. It was a backwards pass. So that will be a loss on the play. That's going to set up a 3rd down and very long.
Loss on the play with about 3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10 for the Cougars on that backwards pass. I would have liked to have seen him continue to pound the rock up the middle. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
3rd and 10 for the Cougars.
Huge loss on the play will give the Cougars a 3rd and 10. 36 seconds and counting left in the 1st. Maldonado bounces around. Tries to elude another defender. He does. He's still on his feet, trying to make something happen. Hurdles another player. Are you kidding me? Xavier Maldonado, video game-esque run. That play should have been blown up in the backfield, and all he did was make 2 guys miss. He ran through 2 other guys, hurdled another one, and he delivers the mail to the end zone. And that was a lot of individual effort there by Xavier Maldonado. They'll line up for the 2-point conversion with 23 seconds to go in the 1st quarter. Maldonado fires it into the corner of the end zone. Jumping up and over the defender is number 2, Dante Sasay. And just like that, it is 16-0 Cougar advantage. Jason Roby calling all the action here for you on the highlight guy. Steve Cody is the man on the moving pictures. And it has been a long day of football, culminating with these two undefeated Titans going at it. No pun intended, because a lot of these Cougars will become Titans one day. And, of course, the Wolverines will eventually become Pinkerton Academy Astros. Set to tee the ball off at the 45-yard line will be number 1. That's Colton Carrier. Carrier puts his right foot in the ball. It's an onside kick. Got to go 10 yards. It does. A great play there by the Wolverines, scooping that up. That was number 56, Johnny on the spot, Jackson Kearney. 49-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. I've been talking about it all day. I had the opportunity to call a college game yesterday, Curry College and Nichols College, and we saw an NCAA record set yesterday by Monty Quinn, the running back. He ran for 522 yards and 7 touchdowns, setting an all-division record. And it was quite the track meet for Monty Quinn. I say that because this game has been anything but. These teams just running right at each other, and they will concede the rest of the second quarter. We're going to head into the halftime. It's going to be a Nashua Cougar lead, 16-0 over the undefeated Derry Wolverines. Want to thank you all for watching us here on the Highlight Guy. Jason Roby calling all the action. Steve Cody is filming everything, and he is the Highlight Guy. We got to pay some bills. We'll be back with second half action. Don't you touch that dial. Don't you go anywhere. This is going to be a great ending to this one. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back after these messages.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind. Step up in the building, swagger on point, right? Put your seatbelt on, cause it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long fight, but then again, maybe not, cause I step in my zone when I put it to the I'm about to get it in. Yeah, I got it on my mind. Let's end this thing in regulation. I ain't thinking overtime, cause I didn't work overtime, and I ain't trying to overgrind. I transform the beast mode just like
I was prime.
I can't hit the ball hard. I love this game, it's all I got. That's why I'm going all out and give it everything I got. Yeah, I give it all I got. As if it was my only shot. I play the game to win to the end until I pass out with you.
Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment. We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. one-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare.
Hi, this is Deb Cody with the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I have a passion for helping people, and I love to help people with their real estate goals, whether it's buying, selling, or investing. I'm licensed in New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine, and work with an incredible team, the Dow Group, which has been the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire for the past several years. Collectively, the team has sold over $1 billion worth of real estate in the past 20 years. If you're curious to know what the local market is like in your area, feel free to reach out via my website, deb.thedowgroup.com, and let's get connected.
Are you looking to play sports in college? Almost every college recruiting website recommends having a highlight video as one of the top 3 crucial recruiting tools. In fact, 93% of college coaches we surveyed said they watch a recruit's highlight video as part of their player assessments. Our sole purpose is to make you look good. Our highlight videos include an athlete bio and accolade page, stop motion, and player highlight. The video is not done until you are completely satisfied and say it's done. We also upload to YouTube or whatever recruiting platform you use. The highlight guy can also film your high school or club games to capture you in action, resulting in amazing footage that you can use to help create your highlight video. We have the expertise to help you get recruited. Check out our website at thehighlightguy.com or contact Steve at thehighlightguy.com to get started on your path to playing sports in college.
All right, welcome back to Stello Stadium here in the Gate City of Nashua, New Hampshire. You are watching Northeast Junior High Football League action. Jason Roby calling all of the action on the highlight guy for you. Steve Cody, the man on the moving pictures. It is the culmination of a great day of football. It is the Nashua Cougar varsity team with a 16-0 lead over the Derry Wolverines. The Derry Wolverines come into this game undefeated, as do the Cougars. Something has to give here tonight. And Nashua will get the first opportunity here in the second half. We'll see if the Wolverines try to onside kick it. They do not. The Rainmaker, going to be a penalty called. It'll come to the up man. He'll down it, but I think you're going to get a penalty against the Wolverines as they went over the line of scrimmage. So interestingly enough, the Wolverines have those uniforms, Steve, and those are Michigan Wolverine uniforms, but the wing T was run by Tubby Raymond at the University of Delaware, and guess what the Delaware uniforms look like? Those uniforms. So it's pretty cool how one runs the Delaware wing T and has that uniform, and they're called the Wolverines because it looks like the Michigan Wolverines. Pretty cool stuff. A little cocktail trivia there for you. Yeah, you know. And we are underway here after the 5-yard penalty. Ball will be taken there by number 2, Sase. He looks for a seam up the middle. He finds it and will get himself all the way up to the 46-yard line. Oh, it was number 6 on the return. Josh Enoch showing good speed there. And you can see them standing next to each other. The 2 looks like the 6, doesn't it? A little bit. Now it doesn't. Good camera work, Steve Cody. Where were you when I needed you 15 seconds ago, buddy? All right. See, I'm getting lazy. I'm relying on the screen instead of looking down at the field. Maldonado back to pass. Chucks it as far as he can. Has a man, and it is caught at the 15-yard line. No flags on the play. And what a catch there by number 8 for the Cougars. That was Bowden Pearson. May have got a little away with a little bit of a hand check there. You'll watch that one back on the highlight guy, but Maldonado, here comes the screen. Gets a block, has a path to the end zone, and that is going to be Pearson, and he is in for the touchdown. So just like that, bing, bang, boom, 22-0 Cougars. And they did it via the air. A good kickoff return to start the quarter by number 6, Enoch. Then a Pearson bomb from Maldonado, and then they came back with a little jailbreak screen, rode the wave, jumped in the tube, got into the end zone, and it is 22-0. The Cougars will go for 2. Maldonado in the gun. One-step drop. Tries to go to the one receiver side. No. Looking for help. Fires it. Knocked away. Deflected in the end zone. And it'll be 22-0. Cougars.
Announcing that the Samsung phone's missing. It will be in the concessions for whoever lost it.
So a 2-play drive off the opening kickoff of the second half sees Nashua jump out to a 22-0 lead. And Maldonado will tee it up at the 40. Once again, a 5-3-2-1 employed by the Wolverines. Right foot picked up there. Visiting sideline, that is number 30, Mooneyhan, and Cash.
Number 30, Mooneyhan with the carry.
I wonder if they call him Cash Mooney. That's pretty cool right there, right? Mooneyhan has had a couple of real tough runs, and we actually saw Cash in the JV game. He Did some great things. Power running there for Cash. Nice return. Gets the ball up to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Twins to the bottom of the screen. Nice job. Pitch and catch. Ball complete to number 7 on the crossing route. That was Brody Bell.
Brody Bell with the reception. Gonna be about 3rd and about 5.
2nd down and 4. Coming up. That's a good 1st down play. And it's extremely important that the Wolverines get some points on this possession. Wing to the top of the screen, split end to the bottom. Little belly play right up the gut. And that was Damian Nasser. That's the play that we saw Mooneyhan run so successfully in the JV version of this game. And they continue to have that success. Very simple play, but executed nicely, can produce good results. The result there, a 1st down for the Wolverines. There at the 47-yard line, trying to get over midfield, showing blitz. Here they come. There's a counter play. They tried to blow it up in the backfield. They did not. And good secondary run support there. I think that may have been Enoch coming in from the 2nd level. And it was. But the age-old story is when you blitz and you miss, things open up quickly. And luckily for the Cougars that time, Enoch was there to clean up the mess. 2nd down and 9. Little power off to the left side. That got blown up at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle there by number 10 for the Cougars. That was Savian Cruz. 3rd down and 10 coming up here. All right, the Wolverines will break the huddle. Wing to the top of the screen, slot to the bottom of the screen, shotgun. 1-step drop, a little play action fake. They flush him out of the pocket to the visiting sideline. He'll run out of bounds. And we'll pick up maybe a yard on the play. 4th down, and we'll call it 9. Obviously, I think that the Wolverines are in a spot where they go for it here on 4th down. Field position really doesn't matter in this particular instance. You're down 22, got to make something happen here. Even a deep interception would be played like a punt, so hopefully the Cougars would knock it down. But we'll see what kind of trickery they have in their bag. Twins to the bottom, wing to the top. Taking a shot over the top, got a man there. Ball is intercepted by Sassay. And as I said, if they tackle him, and they do, it'll go as a punt. So a great play by Sassay. Would have been wise to just knock it down because he gave up about 25 yards in field position on that interception. Hard to tell a kid not to intercept the ball, because if he gets away from that ankle tackle, he might score, but you gave up 25 yards on the play. 1st down and 10 for the Cougars from their own 20. We'll call it the 29-yard line, make it the 28. Shotgun snap. Maldonado pumps it out to the right. Good hands there, and off to the races is big number 44. He's got some field in front of him. Being dragged down from behind was Colton Richard. Good effort there by Bruce Scott, but not before Richard, who's having himself a day here, picks up a boatload of yardage. And the fans go crazy here in front of me. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Two to the right, two to the left, one back in, no backs in the backfield, excuse me. It's an empty formation. Maldonado, all kinds of time, goes over the top, has a man, wanted Richard. It is incomplete. So second down and 10 for the Cougars from inside Wolverine territory, specifically the 20, we'll call it the 22-yard line. And this has been the half of passing so far for the Cougars. They've gone to the friendly skies quite frequently here. They'll do it again. Here comes a little swing route out to number 0, Roig. He breaks one tackle, gets down inside the 10. And we'll check the penalty. It's going to be a holding call against the Cougars. It's going to back him up, a spot foul maybe. So another self-inflicted wound here by the Cougars as they'll march back. It'll be second down. We're going to call it at least 20. All right, they will go. Trips to the bottom of the screen, split end to the top. The one back is Richard. Maldonado back to pass, taking a shot over the top. Friendly skies, got Roig, and he drops it in the end zone ground. Helped create that fumble, or that drop, and he's all kinds of mad at himself. Thought he should have had 6, but the ball was in his hands, and the collision with the ground jarred it loose. So third down and 20 now for the Cougars. So again, the school of thought here is you have 2 downs to get that 20 yards. We'll see if they try to sprinkle in a run play here. Trip to the top of the screen, split end to the bottom. Richard to Maldonado's left. Good protection up front. They'll swing it out to Richard again. He makes one man miss, fights through 3 tackles, and gets all the way down to the 19-yard line. So it's going to set up a 4th down, and we're going to call it a long 6. Trips to the top of the screen, split into the bottom, shotgun formation. Maldonado looking for someone, needs to make something happen. Coming back for the ball is number 1, Colton Carrier. And I think it was a great play, but unfortunately he spun the ball in the end zone. Going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty here. It was a great job working back to the football, high pointing it over the defender, and it's, you love when kids play with emotion, but not emotional. There's a difference. So it's going to be a touchdown. That'll probably be assessed, I'm guessing, on the kickoff. We'll see what they decide to do here. And I will say it was a fantastic effort. And I don't know if they're gonna take the penalty on the extra point. They do have the choice on sportsmanlike conduct, and they're gonna enforce the penalty on the try. So what in essence they are doing here is they're trying to keep it a 4-score game potentially. By making the Cougars have to get a 2-point conversion from back around the 18, 19-yard line. I like the school of thought, like the train of thought. They'll concede the yardage on the kickoff. The points are the important thing here. Maldonado, a couple steps back, fires for the right corner of the end zone. It's a deep ball, and it is over the head of everybody as Roy gets it down around the field hockey net. So with 4:05 to go here in the third quarter, it is 28-0 Cougars. And that'll give us an opportunity to talk about the Nashua Cougars football program and how they have a hard-working group of coaches who dedicate their time to developing the athletes' skills and teaching them life lessons that'll carry with them for the rest of their lives. If you'd like to become a coach for this Cougar organization, please contact them at NashuaCougars.net. Also, if you have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please click and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button so you can be aware of whenever we schedule a live stream. We have some 4 subscribers sitting right in front of me here today. Short kick taken there at the 30-yard line. It'll be wrestled down to the ground. Good return by number 42. That was Bruce Scott. Looked like 3 or 4 Cougars in on that tackle. Bouvier Prepare provides comprehensive college recruiting consulting services for student athletes and their families. If you're looking for guidance in the process for lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, and volleyball, Bouvier Prepare can provide a personalized plan for success. Contact them at bouvierprepare@gmail.com or call 603-465-1102. All right, 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. Pretty good field position here. They'll set up shop just shy of their own 38-yard line. Motion, tight end trade to the opposite side of the formation. Jet sweep to the boundary. They were waiting for it. What a nice move there. Keeps his feet. That was number 17 on the carry, Wyatt Hall, and Wyatt stuck that right foot into the ground on the jet sweep and cut it right up. So they will huddle up. That'll give us a chance to talk about Luke's Bar and Grill. When you step into Luke's Bar and Grill, you're stepping into more than just a restaurant. It's a family-owned and operated spot that's been serving the community since 2019. Their motto is simple: never forget where you came from. With a commitment to good food, great service, and giving back, Luke's is where neighbors become friends. Visit them today at 142 Lowell Road in Hudson, New Hampshire, or online at lukesbarandgrill.com. Motion into trips. Here comes a isolation play, and it's going to get swallowed up there. Number 10 leading the charge was Savian Cruz, and good sportsmanship as he helps up Damian Nasser. Good tough run there on the ISO play. All right, the huddle will break. We're going to out come the Wolverines. They'll employ an unbalanced line look to the top of the screen, which usually means a run to that side, and that's exactly what it is. Cougars were waiting for it. They were running the speed sweep to the unbalanced side, and Colton Carrier was there along with big number 75. That was McCaleb DeCato. So good job up front. Hey, EarthTech Systems, they're a premier provider of heat pump technology with a strong specialization in geothermal HVAC systems. By championing energy efficiency and sustainability, their innovative solutions not only prioritize environmental benefits, but also help customers save significantly on energy costs. For more information, reach out to earthtechsystems.com. That's earthtechsystems.com. Waggle off to the left-hand side. The pass is in and out of the hands. It was great play design. Tyler Small was the intended receiver. On that waggle play, you fake the dive, you fake the power, and then you roll out opposite that look, and he was wide open there. Now that play certainly sets up a waggle throwback. We'll see if the Wolverines have that in their arsenal. I'm sure they do. They run that same look, and instead of throwing to the rollout side, they throw back to the side they came from. So keep that in your back pocket for later. You might certainly see the waggle throwback And it's a possibility you could see it on this particular play, but it looks like they're going to punt the ball away. They're in their punt formation. Good snap. Kick is away. It is a rainmaker, but it's not going to go very far. It's going to bounce at about the 48-yard line. They take a Wolverine roll and into Cougar territory where it will be downed at the 41-yard line. So 1:22 to go here in the third quarter. It is the Cougars on top, 28-0. Jason Roby calling all of the action for you. The highlight guy is here with us today. He has been all day, Steve Cody, the hardest working man in show business. His arm is killing him. Both arms are killing him. His left wrist hurting from moving that camera back and forth all day. The right arm hurting him. He gets stung twice today. Hook and lateral off to the races goes to Say. And they're not going to catch him. And you could see that play coming from a mile away. A little hook route run, and then the lateral behind it. And that is Ron Williver backyard football at its finest. Somewhere Ducky is smiling. Ducky calls some games with us here, and Ducky was always a draw a play in the dirt kind of guy. That's a great play. He used to call it hitch and pitch, but it is a hook and lateral. 34-0. This is an important extra point here for the Cougars. This would put the game in a running clock situation. Here comes motion across. It's going to be a speed sweep, and he is going to push forward and not get into the end zone. It was number 1, Colton Carrier. And he'll get stopped at about the 1-foot line, driven back. That's where forward progress was ended for Carrier, and the Cougars will go up 34-0, but we have not reached the 35-point running clock barrier. So the Cougars will prepare to tee the ball up. And make no mistake, fans, this is a Derry Wolverine team that comes in undefeated for a reason. They are a very strong, very powerful team. As we've said in the past, they've just run into a really good Cougar team, a juggernaut, if you will, that it really has not played their best game of football. They've had a couple of touchdowns called back here today. They've had some penalties that I'm sure Coach will not be happy with. But I expect no quit from this Wolverine team. Nice return on the kickoff by number 7, Brody Bell. He'll get run down from behind by Colton Carrier. So good special team play there by both of those young men. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines from their own 40-yard line. And from everything I've heard, I would not be surprised if these two teams didn't see each other once again, maybe down the road. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines, rather. They'll set up in a wing to the top, split into the bottom of the screen, 2 backs in the backfield. Here comes a little isolation play, and again, they get by the initial blitz, and it produces a sizable gain on 1st down. That was number 7, Brody Bell, again on the carry. Nice pickup on 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it 4. 40 seconds to go in the third frame here at Stello Stadium. The temperature has dropped quite significantly. The lights are on. It was a beautiful day today at the stadium. Back to school tomorrow, everybody. Nice move there, avoiding the tackle, and number 17, Wyatt Hull with a good tough run. Maldonado in on the stop along with, looked like big number 77 there for the Cougars. That was Silas Ray Coleman. And With that effort, Hull's second and third effort, it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. That's going to do it here for the third quarter from Mata Field at Stello Stadium. We'll head into break. It is 34-0 Cougars. We'll pay some bills and be right back for the conclusion of this one. Stay tuned. You are watching Highlight Guy Football.
Hi, this is Deb Cody with the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I have a passion for helping people, and I love to help people with their real estate goals, whether it's buying, selling, or investing. I'm licensed in New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine, and work with an incredible team, the Dow Group, which has been the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire for the past several years. Collectively, the team has sold over $1 billion worth of real estate in the past 20 years. If you're curious to know what the local market is like in your area, feel free to reach out via my website, deb.thedowgroup.com, and let's get connected.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action. Ball placed at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. Little trap play, the best play in all of football. Someone forgot to tell the Cougars that because they stuffed that one for no gain.
Cougars going to stuff number 20 in the backfield.
That was number 44, Colton Richards, 77, Silas Ray Coleman. I think it was Nasser on the carry. And again, the wing T football is great for a lot of things, not always good for a comeback in terms of the high-powered passing game. You probably have 2 or 3 different passes in your arsenal, but you're limited. It's more of a run-based offense. And here's one of those passes because they went back into the shotgun. Some verticals going up over the top to catch that ball, and a great effort there by number 17, and they will swarm him. What effort there by number 17, Wyatt Hull. As he went over the top of the defender, and good sportsmanship shown there by Enoch. As, listen, you recognize a good football play when you see it, and that was a fantastic grab by number 17, Wyatt Hull. .8:33 to go in this one. And we'll probably see a lot of the shotgun formation moving forward as we have a twins to the top of the field, wing to the bottom. And Silas Ray Coleman was shot out of a cannon on that one. Big time hurry as he makes acquaintances with Philip Lapierre, the quarterback. There was a whole lot of anger in that pass rush. 2nd down and 10 on the incomplete pass. Ball on the near side hash.
Where's Owen?
All right, they will employ a different look here. Twins to the top of the screen, jet sweep, and they had something cooking. It was going to be a one-on-one. They're going to call encroachment against the defense. They were in the neutral zone. That may have been better for the Wolverines had they not blown that one dead, because that one had potential written all over it. But they'll take the free 5. I'm sure that's not something that coaching staff of the Cougars want to see. 2nd down and 5 for the Wolverines. Lapierre runs in from the sideline with the play. He'll take a look at the wristband and make the call. The 4-man front prepares itself on the Cougars side. Wing to the bottom of the screen, twins to the top, shotgun formation. Motion across, speed sweep to that side. Nice stiff arm there, and a great run by number 17 once again. Wyatt Hull having himself a quarter. Wyatt just willing himself to do fantastic things out there on the football field. Result of that play, another Wolverine first down. Or I should say, as a result of that play, another Wolverine first down. My vernacular not up to par. I apologize. This is my 8th game of the weekend, Steve Cody. Game number 8 for Jason Roby. He is feeling every bit of it. Let's do 2 more. Let's make it 10. Little screen out to the side and going to be roped down by Roig. Little pitch and catch there. That was Tyler Small on the receiving end. They'll take a loss on that play, loss of about 3. And Roig just planted his foot in the ground and ran forward. Someone missed the block out there on Roig. Hey, are you looking to play sports in college? If the answer is yes, let the Highlight Guy help you get noticed and recruited. We create highlight videos, we film sporting events, and we live stream, all with the goal of helping athletes get noticed by college coaches. With the Highlight Guy, you are the star. Let us help you. Go to thehighlightguy.com or email steve@thehighlightguy.com to get started. Second down and a long 13. Little play action, rolling to the right. Ball is tipped up, knocked down. I don't know why that is not blown dead about 10 seconds before. Should have been blown dead. Setting up third down. Earth Tech Systems, who are they? They're a local premier green heating and cooling technology company. Their goal is to save you time and money. They specialize in geothermal HVAC systems. For your heating or cooling needs, contact the experts at earthtechsystems.com. No install or repair project is too challenging for the experts in green HVAC technology. So contact them, earthtechsystems.com. Here comes the wing-back counter, and it opens up nicely. And they find, once again, they find number 17. Wyatt Hull picks up about 5 on that play. And then again, that's just part of the wing T series of plays. They run that wing counter. It's going to set up a 4th down and 10 for the Wolverines. It seemed like as good a time as any to go to that counter play. We'll see what the Wolverines have dialed up here, and some way, shape, or form it will probably include number 17, Wyatt Hull. We'll see. He'll set up in the slot. Number 2 receiver out here to the bottom of the screen. It is an out route, and it is off the hand of Hull. It was thrown behind him. Thought maybe we'd see an out and up. Turnover on downs, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Hey, if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Deb Cody from the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal is a luxury realtor. She's licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts, and can assist you with your real estate goals. The Dow Group is the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire. Contact Deb at 603-945-2763 or email deb@thedowgroup.com. That's deb@thedowgroup.com. 5:31 on the clock. Handoff, left side. Wrestled down, thrown down to the ground. Number 21 was Julian Lopez. Good play by number 62 there for the Wolverines. I think that was Luke Rouse on the tackle. Pickup of, we'll call it 2 on the play, 2nd and 8. Maldonado hands it off. This is number 6 bouncing the right side, Josh Enoch. And he gets lassoed at about the 30.
Looks like it's going to be about a 3rd and about 3.
So he'll get stopped shy of the line to gain. 3rd and 3 for the Cougars. Clock continues to run inside of 5 minutes, down to 4:45. Twins to the top of the field, split into the bottom. Another handoff. Up the middle it goes. Nice carry there. I think he got enough. He'll get off the turf. That was Roig, number 0 on the carry. He's walking gingerly towards the sideline. He'll stay on the field. 1st and 10 for the Cougars, just about inside of 4 minutes to play in this one. Roig, speed sweep to the field. And a flag will fly as Roig breaks a couple of tackles. Looks like we're going to have a holding call. That's usually in the area of holding. We'll find the flag, and it is, in fact, a holding call, so that one is going to come back. Hey, the Nashua Cougars Board of Directors are always looking for people to join. So if you're interested in joining the Cougars Board, go to NashuaCougars.net. They provide all kinds of things for the kids here in the north end of Nashua, scholarships, transportation, and they go above and beyond. So if you're interested in filling a role like that, go ahead and join at NashuaCougars.net. 3:49 and counting. They'll tack that penalty. That's going to make it a 1st down and 20. Here comes the speed sweep again to Enoch. He cuts inside the first tackler, stiff arms the second, and finally is roped up. Forward progress is stopped. So 10 yards plus gained on that run. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Cougars as they try to get that 1st down, that ever elusive 35th point. .21, nice cut, stick his left foot in the ground, and good blocking at the point of attack. Julian Lopez saw that his offensive line had created a wall and ran off of their backs up the field. So nice job there by Lopez on the carry. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Cougars. They are on their own 47-yard line. Maldonado hands it off once again. Lopez again rides that wave into the 2nd level, and he's going to be into Wolverine territory. They're going to say he was down. The ball did come loose, but it wasn't until late. A good gain there for the Cougars. They're going to talk about it here to see if the ball was in fact down. They're going to 2:29 to go in this one. They're going to say it's Wolverine ball. They're going to say the ball was out, so fumbled on the play. So a nice job of getting the ball out onto the carpet. And Derry will send their offensive unit back onto the field with 2:29 to go here in this one. They'll see if they can get on the scoreboard. Hey, bring the family, bring your friends. Everyone feels at home at Luke's Bar and Grill. Enjoy live music 3 nights a week, trivia and music bingo, as well as pop-up events for the whole family that make every visit something special. Whether you're there to relax, laugh, or celebrate, Luke's is the perfect spot to connect and unwind. From the first bite to the last laugh, Luke's make every visit memorable. Come join the fun at 142 Lowell Road in Hudson, New Hampshire, or plan your visit at lukesbarandgrill.com. I know that Coach Ray from Manchester Central, who was up here in the box with us earlier, was pumped to get to Luke's Bar and Grill. Tough run there by number 17, Wyatt Hull. He comes up limping a little bit, so no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. And we'll head inside of 2 minutes to go on this one. And although it's 34-0, it has been difficult for the Cougars. The Wolverines have had lots of success here today, and the Cougars, I'm sure, not happy with some of the penalties and turnovers that they've had, and these are things they can work on. Tough run around the right side. We'll set up a 3rd down and 9. We'll call it 3rd down and 8. Some of the backup players are heading in now for both of these teams, mostly the Cougars. Give their 7th graders and some of their younger 8th graders a chance to get some varsity game action here. We are inside of 1 minute to play. The Cougars are going to stay undefeated. It's going to be the first blemish on the schedule for the Wolverines. 47 seconds to go as the wind starts to blow. A little isolation play and a great tackle there by Colton Richard. Good sportsmanship being shown by both of these teams, and Wolverines don't have to run another play. We'll see if they do. They might take this one to the buzzer. Coach calls a play. 25, now 24 left to go. Fourth down, and we'll call it about 6 for the Wolverines. I don't think they're going to run a play. They're just going to stay in the huddle. And this one is going to go final as the referee reaches for the ball. Good hard-fought battle here, so the Cougars avenge their lone regular season loss from a year ago. To stay unbeaten, they beat the Derry Wolverines 34-0. Both teams meet at the 50-yard line to show good sportsmanship across the board. Nice to see at the conclusion of this one. It was a full day of football here in Nashua. The Nashua Cougars will stay unbeaten on the year at the varsity level as they down the Derry Wolverines 34-0. I want to thank you all for joining us here on the Highlight Guy. It's been Jason Roby and Steve Cody all day long calling the action for you. Have a great afternoon, evening, and rest of your tomorrow. Back to school time, Monday right around the corner. Thanks again for watching us here, Stello Stadium, Mata Field. For the Highlight Guy, Steve Cody, my name is Jason Roby, reminding you all that it is not the critic who counts, but you can always count on the critic. Have a great night and be good to each other. Take care.